notifications over.
Published a video on YouTube.
This is a notoriously bad video, apparently. I haven't watched it yet.
Apparently, it was like a total fucking shit show.
How we built $2,000 gaming PC.
But I've been told it is extremely bad, and it's full of things that you just shouldn't do when building a gaming PC.
At first, I admit, I thought it was satire.
So a few years ago, TC, our managing editor,
Hi, Stefan. You probably shouldn't have included your Twitter handle here, because I imagine you're just going to get absolutely flamed from the internet.
build a gaming desktop for around $1,000.
Which is true.
Well,
Why does it work when I change to different screen?
Or $350, or $250, or $200, or
Really?
$5 or $150, or sometimes even $100. But yeah, sure, $1,000.
I paid
So
2,000. 2000. すげえ。dollar?
Preferably not metal.
Hold on, time out. Time out.
So, what do you need to build a desktop? Well, of course, first you need a table.
I need table?
Preferably not.
You need a table to build a PC. I thought you could build it in mid-air.
You cannot
Me
build this on the
too!
floor. So step 1, you need a table. Step 2, you better have 2 hands. And you better have 10 digits.
Like, that's just common sense. You're going to need a working surface area to build a computer. That's just... Why even say that?
Have an
How do you know?
surface
What if I
laid
stream on
top of it,
floor?
a thermal paste
McDonald's.
applicator,
Parking lot.
What?
You don't know me?
Thermal paste applicator? What the heck is that?
Thermal
anybody
paste
ever actually
application.
use a thermal paste applicator?
An Allen wrench.
I don't know. I trust you, internet man.
Why is he recommending an Allen wrench?
I have never used an Allen wrench to build a computer ever.
I trust you,
I've built
pasakon
about
man.
30 computers now.
Unless he used that Allen wrench to put together the table.
Some tweezers to tighten up the wires.
Hold on. Did he just say tweezers? Those are zip ties.
How in God's name is my English better than his?
This is not turning out good already.
I
A Swiss Army
agree.
knife, which hopefully has a Phillips head screwdriver in it.
Swiss Army knife.
A Swiss Army knife that hopefully
A knife!
A
knife!
has a Phillips head screwdriver in it.
I will get my knife.
No.
Wouldn't you make sure that you have the tools necessary before you start the build?
This is a sponsored video.
Why does your office, with so many dozen PCs and so many dozen tech employees, not have one of these?
And
Screwdriver.
an anti-static bracelet, which is to protect
Machete.
you
Okay, that's
and
true.
the parts. These are the parts you're
No,
gonna
knife.
need. More importantly, before we get
Hold on. That's
ちょっ
not
と
an
待って。
anti-static bracelet at all. There's no ground wire coming off of it. He's not connected to anything. That looks like the bracelet I'm wearing.
What? It's not a wireless wristband. That's a Riv Strong bracelet. He not
Riv
fighting
Strong.
static. He fighting cancer.
That's not gonna work
Cancer.
at all. Don't listen to this person. This is really bad so far.
We have a lot of boxes and a lot of PC parts, so it's best you unbox them, isolate the parts that you really need, so it's best you unbox them, isolate the parts that you...
What? Why did he destroy the box? Dude, you have a knife right there, man.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
And screw in with confidence,
Hey!
but also don't screw in too hard, otherwise you...
Screw in with confidence. I like his style.
No.
Oh, at least he put the posts in. He didn't tell. It's a tutorial. They didn't tell you to put the posts in, but luckily he already did it, and you just have to figure it out on your own.
Ah,
I chose
thank you.
Z37
Did you make PC build simulator?
Asus? Asus?
for two main reasons.
Asus.
One, it has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and also it has...
Don't buy a motherboard just because it has built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth.
And also it has support
really?
for NVMe
Oh, no.
SSDs, meaning you can get really...
Oh no, I did
Okay, I
mistake.
want to stop it there because why is he installing the motherboard straight into the chassis? I'd install as much as I physically could onto the motherboard first. So you're talking the processor, thermal paste. I don't know if it will allow it. Obviously, if you're using an AIO, it's a different story, or custom.
Order!
You can bolt
Order!
M.2
This,
drives, so
okay.
it could be SATA or
I need
NVMe,
pen and paper, yabe.
and memory as well. So basically, try and build as much as you can onto the motherboard. So when you do transfer it to the case, it's just generally easier.
Attention
Hello?
to the brace that goes at the brace that the brace that goes the brace.
I got scared. I thought it was me.
The brace that goes at the
Oh my.
He seriously just called an IO shield plate a brace.
A
Make sure that
brace.
you really hammer it in because there's no screw.
Do not hammer it in. Please do not hammer it. Why did he say hammer
Punch
it
it.
in?
Secondly,
Punch it.
it's pretty fast RAM. It's
Punch it. And then kiss it
2666
with love.
megahertz.
They will forget next day.
That's not that fast for DDR4 memory. That is very, very slow. 2666 is not that fast.
I can run at 3200 megahertz.
That would be classified as really fast on DDR3, but for DDR4, not so much.
Okay, I don't know why he's opening all 4 DIMM slots. He only has 2 sticks of RAM. He's putting this in wrong.
Do it.
Already. There's the little notch right there, and there is the hole. You can tell right now this is not lined up. He's already putting it in upside down. He's not going to be able to snap this in.
And just lining that up with the logo.
Oh, they cut away.
So once you hear that,
They cut away because he was putting it in wrong.
so once you hear that solid clasp, and you don't see.
You mean click? It's not a clasp.
Now he's in
Click.
slot 4. Who edited this?
I mean, I tell you, I'm definitely editing my video down so I don't sound stupid.
Yeah, bet.
We're going to install.
Hold on.
Yeah,
What is
bet.
that?
Hold up.
What is this right here?
Learn from
What do you
this
guys see
man's
wrong?
mistake.
He installed the memory incorrect.
Oh no, he installed the memory wrong.
It
I
should be
don't
side
know.
by side. They should be spaced out for that motherboard. That's the wrong way.
So rip dual channel support on his motherboard if he's going to run his RAM like that.
That is only going to
So,
read 8 gigs. That's not gonna
distance,
read
social
16 because one of
distance.
them's installed in.
Wow,
Speaking
2019
of the
video.
memory, I wish I could erase
Knew
this one.
about
But you can always upgrade this and
COVID.
swap it out, and it's only
So
held down by one
early.
screw and
Keep
a
your
latch.
distance.
So it's really simple.
Okay, so he mentions it's only
So yeah.
held down by a screw and a latch, but then looking at it, he hasn't actually put the stand off, and it looks like he's screwing the NVMe drive directly onto the motherboard. So generally, you'd get these with your
Remove from
motherboard,
this
which is
chair.
a tiny little stand off and a
2019.
little screw that just kind
3
of
years ago.
brings up the M.2 drive so
Or
that it's
3
in
years
line.
ago.
He's screwing it down onto the motherboard like, oh. Is this computer even going to work?
Now, which lane you choose depends entirely on what other parts you're going to put in the system. I'm just going to pick the top one.
Absolutely wrong. He's absolutely wrong there. Obviously, you picked the top one because that one has the most bandwidth.
I'm just going to pick the top one
Yes.
because the
I agree,
that's just
internet
really
angry
the bottom,
man.
and I don't want to cover it.
I
just
don't
pick the
speak
top.
your language, but I agree. Internet angry
Make
man.
sure that you align
Yeah.
it with these little insulating pads. So
They're not insulating pads, they're anti-vibration pads. What are you insulating against?
so the power supply doesn't short circuit and come
Hey.
into contact with the rest of the system.
Whoa, hold the phone.
That is so dumb.
You
are actually an
idiot.
Go in.
Yeah, what he say, you idiot? What can I? What do I
We have
say?
a 120 volt outlet, and then we have our power supply. Oh
Hey.
no, 120 volts. I'm touching the case. There's 120 volts going through my body right now.
Hi.
But what happens if we take that nice little thing? Nothing, because if we go into continuity, it's grounded. It's almost as if the people developing electrical standards knew what the heck they're doing.
It's a
Yeah,
good thing
I
he has
agree,
what would
internet
Jesus
man.
place it on, or he'd be really screwed.
So just take it in, slide it in nice and easy until
What?
you have a snug fit, and then shift it to
What?
the back and make sure it's right up against the front.
What's wrong here?
Oh my god, he's putting the fan towards the back of the case. He's gonna
Nani?
suffocate airflow on it. Oh no.
If you want this PC to actually last and not burn itself the fuck up,
This is potentially a fire hazard.
Oh,
You
because
never do
we will
that.
explode.
Every
Let's go
place wants
die.
the fan.
We
What
play
the
games
case is
together,
designed
we
for is
die
that the
together,
power supply
gamer.
should be facing outward, or the fan should be facing outward, so it could pull air in.
this guy's gonna be replacing the power supply in a few months, and he's gonna be like,
Hey.
"Holy crap! Why is this thing dead already?"
Always be sure to try to place
Hold on.
I could see through this.
I can see the table through the fins of the
Pasok,
radiator.
you don't know
He
if
does
Pasok
not
One is
have
dead
fans
if you
on
die
that.
first.
Why are there no fans on the radiator? So he's just gonna fry his CPU too.
He also doesn't have the plastic cover on this. That has
Yes, I
thermal
gave you
paste
the
on it. If
idiot.
anything happens to tilt or anything else, he's just gonna smear thermal paste everywhere. Possibly get it dirty.
There's nothing special about this
Dirty.
cleaning process.
Hi, hi,
They're
hi,
just
cleaning
really long screws
important.
because they
Okay.
go through the entire frame of the cooler, and they take forever.
You know why they're really long screws? Is because you're supposed
Hi.
to put the fans on and then screw the fans on with those screws. That's why they're
Yeah.
long.
Because the fans are this thick, and the screws go through the fans into the radiator to mount them to the radiator.
Yeah, what you
We're
say?
going to drill holes into the heatsink of the radiator. later.
And that fluid's gonna go everywhere.
Okay, he's probably broken his all-in-one
中
now.
国人
I
か
doubt this
あの
PC is gonna
人。
last very long.
My family in China who made this product cringing so hard right now.
Every power supply is going to come with a big bag of
クインジン
Velcro
そう
cables.
からな。
Okay, every power supply is going to come with a big bag of cables. It's not going to, not every power supply, because not every power supply is modular. You have modular power supplies, semi-modular, and then just normal straight cables. So
ケー
that's
ブル。
a bit of a misleading statement.
Typically, you want to
Misleading.
put the cables in the power supply first. Some cases, very difficult to put it in after the fact.
Oh
Computer
dear.
brain.
Oh
Considering
dear.
you've fucked up everything so far, I have no faith in you putting the CPU properly in its socket.
Why the hell is the
Oh.
CPU not installed at this point?
A Core i7 hexa-core
Ah,
CPU.
ah.
Yeah, we've got
Okay,
one
I know
with
this.
an
I know
8
this.
generation
I know
chip,
this.
and it-
One little bit put. Yeah, I know. You put it
And it supports
on-
overclocking.
on.
So
on
I swear to God, you
both?
better not
Little
overclock
installer
it.
does. I'm just going to take this little plastic part out. Just toss that out of here.
No, don't do that.
And
No, you need that.
What the heck did he just do? And he goes like, Last Jedi level.
Motherboard manufacturers actually require you to have that but plastic cover for the socket, the CPU socket. If you
Hey.
plan on RMAing that motherboard, if there's a problem with it and you plan on sending it back to the
I like that
manufacturer to
Star
get
Wars
fixed, they
reference.
need that plastic cover. They will not accept an RMA process
Big
or
fan.
request if you don't have that cover. So don't throw that away. Always keep that.
And also, you do not just pull it out of the socket, it pops out after you
Oh,
put
yeah.
your CPU in, which you would know if you would have already put your CPU in before all of this garbage that you did on your case.
And we're going to use the CPU applicator. This is a
I
special
feel
that?
bad because
I've
I
never
think he
seen
got
that.
many hate online
I've
after
never
these
seen that in my life.
videos.
What the fuck is a CPU applicator?
I have never seen a bracket for
I
the
feel bad. I
CPU
hope
to be
his
held
Twitter
on
got
so you can
private.
install it properly.
It's called the
After
CPU
for
installation
protection
tool.
himself.
It makes it
You
really
don't need
useful.
that.
So what having this little installer does for you is it's basically a brace that you can apply.
Yeah, you don't
right
need
to the
that.
and this will make it easier for us to apply it.
You
to
don't-
the
you don't
motherboard
need that.
And make sure that everything lines up.
He sound
And we're gonna clasp it
like
down on
someone
it
who
and keep it-
refused to
The holder's
drink
right
tap
here.
water because
Why did he
he
spend
likes
all
to,
that time
spend
talking to us
money
about that
on
CPU
the
holder
very
thingy
expensive
if he didn't even
water,
use it?
Fiji water.
Now we can't delete everything he said because the editor is someone else other than him.
He
So
left
we're about to apply
internet.
thermal paste to the CPU.
Why are we about to apply thermal paste to the CPU?
Okay.
I'm looking in the AIO, like typically AIOs come with like a thermal, a small amount of thermal paste already pre-applied.
Every CPU cooler actually comes with a bit of thermal paste already neatly applied, and
Not every CPU cooler.
it's good, essentially PC building practice to have a little bit extra
No.
and layer it on top
Oh,
of the
no.
CPU.
No, 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 no.
Ah.
It's a CPU. You're not icing a cake.
I understand.
He looks like
I am
he's adding
learning.
more thermal paste to the
Ooga
CPU
booga
than
brain
what's
smart.
on it.
I know why they
It's
angry.
no.
I
Don't do that.
understand.
That's awful. What you should do is use a pea-sized drop of thermal paste in the middle of the IHS, which is that like metal square on the CPU. Integrated heat spreader as it's called. That's more than enough. Is a pea-sized blob of thermal paste in the middle. Once you make the contact with the CPU cooler, that will actually spread out when you go to put pressure from the cooler on top of the CPU. So don't do this.
If they left this PC as is, it would probably be dead in
Dead.
a week.
Ah.
You're gonna see that there
Oh
are
my
4
God, what is that? What is this application process? What
Oh
is that?
So
no.
you're gonna see that there are
Oh
4
my
bra-
god.
So you're gonna see that there are 4
It's like someone threw up thermal paste onto his processor.
It
Oh my
literally
God.
looks like a bird of shit all over the processor.
Imagine a ketchup packet slowly being ran over.
He went
Oh,
all
no.
bukkake up in that thermal paste.
Heat spreader? Use the thing. What is that?
Ooh, I can't even make fun of this guy anymore. He's actually like messed up like almost everything.
Oh, if this computer posts, it'll be a freaking miracle.
And they're going to keep the
No,
cooler
they're
raised
not
off the
brackets.
processor, but it's also going to be close enough to actually physically
I mean, I
process
don't
it.
know meaning.
They're gonna keep the
Say
cooler
so.
off the processor, but it's gonna be close enough to make physical contact.
Take thumb screws like this, and just screw them on.
Woo, Ooh, The Verge. I dislike your editing style so much. So do it like this, and it's a wide shot. I can't even see what he's doing.
So now that our internals are done, we're gonna put all the panels back on, which is the top glass, side glass, front glass, and of course the back panel where all of
Oh,
this
thank
fun
God
stuff
it's
is
done.
back. So we fully built the
What is this? What is all of this?
So that cable management though.
When you're building a computer, always take the time to cable manage properly. Make sure everything looks neat. You know, your cables aren't gonna fuck the airflow inside your case.
And he actually used
I
his
did
quote-unquote tweezer slash
Wait.
zip
I
tie,
did not
but
know
he
this
didn't
is
do a
final
very good
from
job
this
of
video.
actually cleaning up. And holy crap, look, there's a missing screw on his all-in-one water cooler pump.
Holy
Why, you just
shit!
had 3 and there's an extra one and you just threw it
I'm
away just like
amazing.
the socket cover? And look at this. The tubing that goes into his all-in-one water cooler pump contacts the 1080 graphics card. as well.
Wow.
That's bad practice. That thing contains liquids that could potentially short out the system if
Huh.
it gets damaged by the heat generated by the graphics card. Now it
These
looks
are all
like he's
so
managed to find
expensive.
the right screw for the fans. Oh, good.
That's just awful.
and we got to the post screen.
No way.
And we got to the post screen.
They got to
So
the
what's
post
next?
screen. Holy shit, it's a miracle.
And
I'm
then
honestly
bring it
surprised
to
you got it to
maximum
post at
settings.
all.
That's
Well, you
amazing.
need a
That's the
Amazing.
biggest surprise of all. He got to the post screen.
Post screen, ladies and gentlemen.
And we got to the post screen.
お疲れ.
You know what he totally skipped too? He totally forgot to mention how to plug in the power switch, reset switch, front USBs, front headphone jack, and microphone jack. Totally skipped over the front panel I/O.
I really
Good
wanna hear about
job.
the
Now
computer
disappear
manager
off
deploy and
internet.
reading all 6 digits.
Go
I still never
on,
fixed the memory.
And it's running
Shabbat.
pretty smoothly. I'm averaging 70 and 80 FPS.
You're averaging 70 and 80 FPS because you're in a plane flying around. The game really only needs to detail render your plane. Everything else is like half rendered because you're going
Hey.
so fast. So that's how they hide it with motion blur and all that stuff.
So right now I'm
Mm.
playing League of Legends. It's one of my
A
favorite
bad
games. I'm actually
benchmark
playing
game.
against
The minimum requirement for League of Legends is literally a
I
single
can't play
cut
League
processor.
of Legends on
League of
my
Legends can run on the shittiest of
パソコン
laptops. It was designed that way.
I'm
and
averaging
in very
120
HD
FPS,
quality.
and that's only because
You
I've actually
prove
locked
nothing
the
to
game
me.
to that frame rate because
He's locked the game at 120 FPS.
You
Why?
prove
Aren't we
nothing
supposed
to
to be
me.
benchmarking something? Why even bother?
The reason you
I
have it capped at
that is
120
what it-
frames per second is because you probably are not using a monitor that is 144 hertz. So anytime
I
you
can't
get
play
super
Apex
high
on my
frames, you're
pasokan.
probably
What can you
experiencing ghosting
prove?
and
You
Yasuo
prove
showing up
nothing
all
with
over the
this
place
game
because your
example.
panel can't keep up with your system.
and of course now we also have a computer to test.
I
the
no longer
benchmarking
play,
with
but in
Verge.
past this.
No. You did not get the right to benchmark games or test PC components.
is
if you build PCs
$2,000.
like that, bro. You put your PSU the wrong
Wow.
way. You oversaturated in thermal paste. You mixed 2 thermal pastes together. You made a rat's nest for cable management. You even missed 1 screw on your all-in-one water cooler. Your radiator hoses contact the 1080 graphics card. Ain't nobody gonna respect your benchmarks after this, bro. 2.1 million subscribers ain't got a freaking screwdriver. Doesn't know what the heck tweezers are versus a zip tie. Doesn't know how to mount an
Wow.
all-in-one water cooler. Doesn't know how to put a power supply into their case. Thinks a power supply can short circuit by contacting the metal case.
Alright, so long story short, this video sucks.
Presented by Capital One.
Capital One, you got the raw end of the deal.
Oh, you
Oh,
gotta get your
no.
logo scraped off this thing. Holy moly.
I don't know why you guys sponsored this video because it's terrible. It's full of misinformation.
This is easily the worst PC build I have ever seen.
A lot of people are gonna screw their computer up.
Very scary. Someone who built.
I like you so much.
I think this is a good video to follow, and they PC Expro. They don't know the video bad because they disable the right and
Cowards! You cowards! You cowards!
dislike in the comment. So much censorship. Feel like I'm back in China.
So all you have to do is take the brick and make sure that you align it with these little insulating pads so that the power supply doesn't short circuit and come into contact with the rest of the system.
It doesn't short circuit and come into contact with the rest of the system. It doesn't short circuit and come into contact with the rest of the system.
We have a big team of tech reporters with a deep understanding of tech. And
やべえかしら。